get it. When you're out here moving, make sure that you're doing you, You're only born to do one thing.
Hello, it's the Certified Cast Podcast. It's your boy EJ Daffro, aka Man Hustle, aka Mr. Strawberry, Raspberry, all the good things.
And this is Sir Louis, and we're here today with accomplished actor Mr. Swift.
What's good? Thank y'all for having me, man.
Good to see you, man.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate
Yeah,
you,
man.
man.
Yeah, brother. Yeah, it's good too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's it
What's good, brother? Behind the camera too.
I know Swift a long time, man.
A long time.
What is it, about 2010?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you was doing the what was it? You was at the Port of Sanford. What was that?
doing at the Port of Sanford.
Okay.
I had around that time, I think I had just left Tyler Perry Studios.
Okay.
I was a stand-in on a show called The House of Pain.
Okay.
I was a stand-in for Pops, one of the main
Gotcha.
characters. Yeah,
Gotcha.
so it was a steady gig.
Gotcha.
And then I had been doing that almost 4 years, and then it was kind of like time to stop because I wasn't getting no real
Work.
no role.
Yeah.
It was work, and I was thankful for it. And then too, that was like my introduction to acting.
Yeah.
Prior to that, I was doing improv and stand-up.
Gotcha.
So when I came to Port of Sanford, I was looking to teach a class.
Gotcha.
For kids and whatnot, and it just started growing. Yeah, they wouldn't let us have the kids at the Port of Sanford.
Really?
Yeah, the Port of Sanford is like the hub, so they have like different spots around DeKalb County. So they sent us to a place called the CAC.
Okay.
Community Achievement Center on Flat Shoals in Decatur, and it was an old Catholic school.
Okay.
And the entire building was empty, and they gave us the entire building, and which was dope.
Yeah.
And they did work with us on rent because we were just starting off. A guy by the name of Bill Lavelle, who was the executive director at that time. I call him Godfather because he always came through for me.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, and then from there, man, we started an after school and summer camp. I was already in an improv group called Black Top Circus.
Gotcha.
But we kind of split up
Gotcha.
at the time. We got back together, though.
Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah, we cool now. But they said I was going through a Bobby Brown phase, so they kicked me out the group.
Gotcha.
So,
Man, you about to drop the no Vaseline track, man. Y'all mother.
Somebody got to be the rebel.
dude, and that's what it was too. Like we had got into this big thing, and they was like, "Well, just drop the name. You can't use the name anymore." And I was like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "Yeah, well, if we all going our separate ways, ain't none of us gonna use it. We just gonna dead it." I was like, "Well, I put a lot of time in this because at the time my improv brothers was doing stand up.
Yeah.
So they had stand up. I kind of let stand up go because I started focusing more on improv.
Yeah.
And they was like, "Nah." I was like, "No, we don't have to do that."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Yes, we do. It's ours, and we're gonna do it." And we had some legal issues that we had to go ahead and come to light with.
Yeah.
And that's when we went and split up. So I kept Black Top Circus.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna do nothing like with the adults. I just really wanted to do something with kids.
Yeah.
And they wound up becoming Black Top Improv Group.
Okay.
And so they were still doing what they was doing, shows and they were doing radio at the time. And then I started the after school camp, the after school program, summer camp.
Yeah.
And we did that for 10 years.
Damn.
Yeah. Me and as a matter of fact, me and Andrine, you know what? Like, we not married.
Yeah, but you.
And I'm too grown, man. I'm grown to say my girlfriend.
He said. Hey, you been sick.
Man, that shit irks the shit. Oh,
Hey,
we
when you
curse
see
on
people
here?
say that, hell yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay, yeah, okay.
Y'all been in this bitch.
Man, that shit irks the shit out of me. I'm a fucking grown ass man talking about my girlfriend.
My girlfriend.
And she be like, you know, she don't really have no problem with it. She like, my boyfriend. And but see, you know, we have an age difference.
Yeah.
So I guess it's cool for her. She feels comfortable, but I'm like, yo, I'd rather be anything. Just say, yo, this is my partner, my patrol, my nigga. I'd rather you say, yo, this is my motherfucking nigga. This my dude. Don't be, oh, your goddamn boyfriend.
Yeah, I've heard someone say that before. It's like it's odd.
Yeah,
because
like,
it's so juvenile.
Right. You know, and man, my hair is about as white as a goat's ass. And I'm still talking about boyfriend.
Yeah, we going on dates. Oh.
Yeah. So
We in this.
but I'm pushing through it. That's what she wants.
You like my lady friend.
Yeah.
That's what I used to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, my lady friend.
Yeah.
You know.
So,
Hey, she with you though.
Yeah. So the goal is to change the title altogether.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Might as well.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Might as well.
And that's where, and I think that's where I met you at. To get back to our point, I met you at the Port of Sanford.
Yeah.
Because I started taking classes. Because as a matter of fact, Dwayne Boyd, shout out to Dwayne over Pan. He was doing. He's like, Swift, man, you need to quit that shit. You need to quit doing it. What you doing? You know how fast Dwayne be. What you doing? You need to quit that. You gonna be a stand-in for the rest of your life?
Yeah.
Or you gonna be an actor? So I was like, shit. I thought I was doing good, you know, because I work with Tyler Perry every day. I saw him every day. And, you know, he was directing me in some of the stuff. And I actually got to learn the technical stuff behind behind the cameras and acting. And it was like on-the-job training. So, but then he said that, and I realized, So they invited me to come back for another season, and I didn't take it. So...
They didn't ask why. You would have thought they would at that point they'd have been like, "Well, hey man, come on."
The motherfucker was like, "Okay, next." Shit.
Because it's just the nature of the business.
That's just the nature of the business.
But on your side, I mean, you know, it's about expansion,
right?
Yeah. You know, and you have to understand something like that.
Absolutely. And I thought they wasn't mad about it or mean about it. It's just like they were really like, okay,
we get it.
You know, we get it. You know, do your thing.
Yeah.
And it's funny, to this day, I have still not booked one thing with Tyler Perry.
Yeah. We in the same boat.
So, and I'm not mad at it. I'm just, you know,
Make you be like,
Yeah. I'm going to keep auditioning, though, because I do like Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry is just a phenomenal dude.
Yeah.
His business model is
insane.
Fucking crazy.
Yeah.
The dude owns a town.
Yeah.
If you could own your own fucking town,
yeah,
you doing some things.
You doing some shit.
Right.
To even be allowed that.
Tyler Perry was the one who got this back started during COVID. Everybody picked up Tyler Perry's model. Right. When he said, well, Tyler Perry's like, man, fuck that. I got my whole fucking town. I'll just section this shit off. Mm-hmm. Y'all come in, get tested, then we'll put you here, we'll put you there, and I'll feed you. You just live here until the movie's done. Mm-hmm. And then folks was like, oh shit. We gotta get that. We can't let them get us like that.
Yeah.
So they just basically followed his lead.
Yeah.
And a lot of people always disrespect Tyler Perry.
Yeah.
Saying he corny, he this and he that. Man, look, you gotta respect the man's game. You gotta respect the man's hustle. You know what I'm saying? Even if you don't like or care for his movies or whatever, somebody do. Yeah. And it's a lot of them out there.
Yeah, obviously.
You know what I'm saying? Right. So don't be so quick to knock another man. It's funny. How can you knock another man hustle who is like going on being a billionaire, started from absolutely nothing,
right,
and then be knocking him about how he gets his money?
That's weird to me. That's weird. I'm with you.
And I hear it from a lot of pretentious actors. Mm-hmm. Oh, I don't want to do no Tyler Perry shit. That it's so Tyler Perry-ish. And I'm like,
well, somebody
it's motherfucking work.
Right. Exactly. You're going to get paid well, too.
Right. Because Tyler Perry was the one who got, what's her name from? Taraji P. Henson. He was the one who standardized her pay because she was so underpaid. She had done Benjamin Button, motherfucking won all kind of Academy Awards, and they never even paid the woman a decent salary. Not just a decent salary, what she was supposed to have gotten. Yeah. And if it was not for Tyler Perry, now the standard has been set. You can't go below that. Mm-hmm. And he recognized that. Yeah. So once again, shout out to TP.
Yeah, because The opportunities he's giving people, I can't even.
It's amazing.
You got people who probably would have never got opportunities. Now they was serious regular, so it's like you changed their life, their trajectory, like.
Right. And I know he did for mine. I would have never had the opportunity to learn the business behind the scenes, blocking, lighting, and all of that. Because like I said, I was doing stand-up and then improv, and I thought that was the extent of the acting as far as I was concerned, was the improv, but it was so much that went into it. And he did an amazing job to be able to do all of them shows, because he was doing TV shows, movies, and plays simultaneously.
At the same time.
This dude would get on his jet, fly out to Chicago one night, then come back and direct the episode of House of Pain.
Work.
Now you gonna tell me you gonna knock a motherfucker working like that?
That's work.
Can't
That's
do
envy. Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
It was just envy.
And then it'd be a lot of us who be doing most of the knocking.
Yeah.
Ain't got a pot to piss in, nor a window to throw it out of, but we knocking the next man.
And they say that because until the opportunity came, then they would take it.
Right. And then when he hire you, I bet you ain't gonna turn that shit down.
Right.
No.
Because
So-
you need the money.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right. So as far as comedy, like who were your inspirations growing up?
Of course, well, I'm gonna tell you this. It was my family.
Gotcha.
Like my mom and dad has like a really large family.
Gotcha.
16 brothers and sisters on one and 12 on the other. So they didn't need any friends. They hung out with each other.
Pretty much.
So when we was in New York, most of my father's brothers and sisters moved from down Georgia to New York, and they always hung. And when they hung, they used to do I call it snapping in New York, but they call it the dozens down here.
Right.
And they would joan on each other playing cards for hours. And yo, man, they used to kill my moms. I used to feel sorry for my mom. She didn't know how to joan.
Right.
My pops would have to kind of stand in and kind of, be like motherfucking Captain America.
Right, blocking all that.
Blocking that shit off. So it started with them, man. The comedy came directly from my family, and particularly my dad. And then let me tell you how funny. My father and moms went out to go see Richard Pryor live on the Sunset Strip. It was in the movies at that time.
Yeah.
The shit was so funny. They told me that, man, you have got to see it. They took me to go see that shit.
Yeah.
That's when he had on the red suit.
The red suit.
Oh, yeah, it was
and I
raw.
couldn't have been,
yeah.
I think I was maybe I couldn't have been no more than about 8. But that's the kind of family we had. As long as the shit is funny, you can say it.
Yeah. Gotcha. Gotcha. So going through school, were you kind of just, you were always the funny guy, you were the quiet, reserved guy?
No. I was funny. Man, it's funny. I had this conversation with Andreen the other night. I was funny because when I was in not middle school, but when I was in elementary school, I thought I was ugly. Why you laughing?
No, because you said the way you was like, yeah, I thought I was ugly. Like, it's like nobody ever said that to you. You just thought you was ugly. That's crazy.
Yeah. I just thought I was ugly because of my skin complexion.
Gotcha.
It was never because of my features.
Right.
It was because my skin was dark. I was always literally the darkest nigga in my class.
Yeah.
And I always thought I was ugly because everybody gravitated to the light skinned people or the darker skinned people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I always thought I was like, damn, I was secretly using Ambi. I never told my mom's, but hell, it was hers.
Yeah. Lighten up.
Yeah, you remember Ambi?
Take out the dark spots.
Yeah, it was the dark spot. I was the dark spot, and I was trying to eliminate myself.
I think that's
Mike Jack.
Yeah. And didn't even know it, and then wound up teasing his ass.
Yeah.
He just had the money to do it better.
Right.
So once I realized that it wasn't that, and I was getting not a lot of girlfriends, but
get some looks.
Yeah, I was getting some looks, and they were pretty, and then I started coming out of my shell.
Yeah.
But I'd already formed that defense mechanism of making people laugh to kind of deflect from the fact of my self-esteem issues.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But just going through that time though, because I'm pretty sure when you were in school, the whole light skin, dark skin thing was a real big thing.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Cause see now, and I'm telling my age. I came up like mid 70s, early 80s and shit. So that's right after, you know, the Black Panther movement and all of that. And my mom's was always pro-black. My mom's would buy me shirts that say, I'm not red, I'm not yellow, I'm black.
Right.
That always disturbed me that I had to identify myself on a shirt for people to
Understand.
say I'm proud.
Right.
Or even the fact to say I'm black and I'm proud. I understood now that it was something that we had to start programming ourselves, that black is beautiful, and keep preaching it and keep saying it until it becomes part of our conscious. But I didn't realize that's what my mom was doing for me. But yeah, it was back then, dark niggas was not the thing. You know what I'm saying? At least in my mind, it wasn't. But and then shit, I had a philosophy with women, and it always worked. I like who was liking me.
Yeah.
And that works to this
And that
day.
is a guaranteed foolproof method.
Right. Right.
It's the simplest shit in the world. Like, when you really think about it, you like, just like who like you.
Right.
He'll tell you, I'm big on that.
Yeah, man.
If I look, it's just like a litmus test.
Right.
You come back, I see what it is. I'm not finna force that, and that's how it's supposed to work.
And that's how it's supposed to work. Because
Yeah, that's how it's
in the
supposed to
scheme
work.
of things, women choose us.
Yeah.
A woman knows who she gonna mess with from the time you walk into the room. Now it's
Exactly.
just you.
Don't say nothing stupid.
That's it.
Don't talk yourself out.
Right, right.
Yeah.
It's all be cool.
Right,
You know what
right.
I'm saying?
Just
Too much bark.
when I was going on dates, boy, I was giving one word answers the whole
Yes.
night. How are you? Fine.
You play at Jeopardy.
Look, Swift, you mysterious as hell. Yeah, like,
What's your sign? Aries.
That's what this sound like.
Then they be like, you're so mysterious. Yes.
What is the origin of that question?
like in
Spell
they kind of like in the court when they come to the deposition.
Oh man.
One word answers. I'm not giving no
One
more.
word answers.
Right,
And that's so funny because I work with this group called Laughing Matters. It's an improv group here in Atlanta. And them, along with Dad's Garage, have the... Man, let me tell you. White folks know what money is.
Yeah.
Dude, I never knew in a million years that you could make this kind of money on improv.
Yeah.
Dude, do you know we would go to colleges and law firms and work with lawyers doing role play to help them be able to and basically perform in court? Because when you're a lawyer, you have to invoke emotions out of the jury and the judge.
Yeah.
So they come to us to teach us so we can teach them inflections in the voices, how to carry a face, how to tell a story that is going to be heart-wrenching.
Gravitating.
And then we would play like role play. I'd be a lawyer. I'd be a cop one day. I'd be a perpetrator. I'd be a detective. And dude, they was paying good money. Like Mercer University, Emory.
Yeah.
A few law firms downtown where you would just go in there and you would never think this was going on in the middle of the day.
Exactly. Right. And like you said, they know where the money is.
And they know where it is.
Right.
And Tommy Futch, who was the basically the executive director of Blacktop when it got started, he would kind of like take us out. But Tommy was a real lover, or is a real lover of improv.
Yeah.
So he wouldn't just bring you out unless you was serious about the craft.
Yeah.
If you was serious about the craft,
Gotcha.
man, he didn't care. He would send you out.
Yeah.
And he would, and I think particularly send us out because we were black.
Yeah.
Because Blacktop was one of 3 all black improv troops in the country at that time.
At that time, yeah.
And this was like maybe mid 90s, late 90s. During that time, there was us and there was another group out of Chicago called We Be Negroes.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny because it was a play on words. It was we French for yes, and Negroes black.
Yeah.
Yes, we're black.
Yes.
So it was them, and we
just kept going with it.
And just kept going with it, man. It was an amazing thing. Blacktop has been around for Over 25 years.
Damn.
Over 25 years.
Oh, so they can't play with you?
No.
Improv.
Oh, no. I am
no,
not
no.
to be fucked with.
Yeah. This is true.
Yeah.
It's true.
That's my thing.
I think a lot of actors, this is what kills me with people when they say, I'm not good at improv. So you're not good at life?
Because, dude, that's all improv is.
That's it.
And I think that's why I gravitated to it so much, because the rules of improv is always be positive, never give up on the scene, and never have stage battle with the person you're in the scene with. Always give. Because if you give and take yourself out of the equation, so you're not an actor in the scene, you're just a person making the scene better. Nothing is above the scene, not you, not your scene partner. And if you both are giving to the scene and trying to make that scene better, not worrying about if you're getting a laugh, not worrying about who looks better, who has focus, who has support, but really truly giving to that scene, oh man, it is like fucking magic. Dude, I have seen some of the most hilarious scenes that have never been recorded before, and they were so fucking well built. It was just like watching an art or some sort of clay being made right in front of your eyes.
Because it's creation.
Right. And then when you see two people on stage, or however many people, and they're giving, always giving, trying to help that person get better in that scene, and then in turn they're doing it back. Sort of like when you having sex, you know, you not really trying to get yours. You try. Well, I'll take it back. Yeah, but second, to your partner,
Right.
You want to make sure that your partner is getting hers first. Or his, you know, whatever you think.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let me be correct. This
Politically correct.
For the alphabet be outside waiting on the
Hey, shout out. We know what he meant. God damn.
So, and that's the beauty of it, man. And I'm just so happy that I was able to get that Corey Zuman Miller introduced me to improv.
Because that's a great skill to have as a person in general, but as an artist. Because it's nothing that they can't do. Because what if you killing it? Oh, Swift, we just want you to be you.
Right.
Just you don't need no line. Just do you, and then it's like, oh, okay, cool.
And it's funny, but you'll be amazed at how many people would get lost if they had that opportunity. Because many times a lot of actors are so married to the script, till if you told them the character's breakdown and what the character was, they still would not be able to, in a lot of cases, just kind of formulate it without having the script. Now, and that's not like a lot, but that improv is just like being a ninja. There's nothing that you cannot do when you're in a scene.
Cause I was talking to somebody about doing accents, and he said he had a problem because he was the way he was practicing solely for the script. So he didn't necessarily master the accent itself.
Right. Yeah.
So he just got the script, so he could sound like the person, but he could never actually. If he had to talk that particular way, he couldn't do it because it wasn't about the script.
Right.
So I was like, yeah, you kind of narrowed yourself.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And you know, but you know, to that, it's so many layers to the acting. Like, just first of all, knowing your lines. Then finding out what the character is, and then trying to stay in that moment that you're trying to capture for the camera, and repeating that moment several times in case the light or a fucking plane goes by and shit, and still capturing and holding on to that moment. So an actor is just one of these, they're like ninjas as well. Because they have so many things that you have to do in order to make that 1 little minute shot.
Gotcha.
Capture everything.
So is it harder for you to? Is it some people who like to do raw comedy? They tend to not like doing movies because they don't get that immediate reaction.
Right. Yeah. So when I was doing stand up, my goal was to act.
Right.
I thought that was the route that everybody went. And being from New York, you would have thought I would have known better, but at the time when I was in New York, I was trying to rap.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was in a rap group.
Hey,
Shout out to Special Request.
that's how I go. That's how I go, man.
So I didn't really get to do acting and stuff until I moved down here, but I always wanted to do it. You know, my mom's put me in all kind of stuff like pageants. Did I say pageant? Erase that shit because I meant plays.
I was like, I didn't know. I said I didn't know they had.
Yeah.
I was like, they put me on
said you raced
Runner up for little black nigga. Little black Negro.
Yeah.
So she kept me in a lot of stuff. And what really made me want to do it is I joined the drill team.
Okay.
Because I grew up in Harlem. And I joined this drill team that was in Harlem. And the winners, or like they had like statewide competition with rifle spinning and shit, like and marching and doing the moves and shit. Right. And you got to perform at Madison Square Garden. Okay. At the end of it.
The Garden.
And dude, man, we perform at the Garden, and we on the floor with Patrick Ewing and all these cats is on. Starks. And then it's like a whole crowd out there. You got all some motherfuckers spinning rifles and shit, catching that shit behind my back and then saluting and shit. And I see my mom's like, "That's my baby." I said, "Yeah,
that's right, Baba."
So when I saw that, man, I got hooked.
Yeah.
And that was it. And I've been pursuing it ever since.
Yeah. I get that, man. Yeah. Just doing improv. Yes, that's tough, man. That's really tough.
But you always did well in improv.
Oh yeah, that's no problem.
Yeah, you did well in improv.
Because I don't have a restriction.
Right.
Because we used to do it, be like, "Hey man, how you doing, my brother?"
Right.
I just I lost my job the other day, but it's all good.
And man, you were so natural because it was like you really didn't care. And that's the key to it, man. You gotta let go. It's like the force. You gotta let go and just let it be and see what's going to happen. Everybody's trying to dictate where the road is gonna go.
Right.
And you can't do that, man. You just gotta be in the moment and let that shit
like
flow.
This dude right here, really good at it.
Are you really?
Really good at it. Naturally, never trained. If I call him right now on a character, he'll jump right into it.
Yeah, I'm one of those people.
Yeah.
So what you doing with it? Oh, that's just the talent that you just have.
I'm it's different for me because I'm from a smaller town. Mm-hmm. So when you say,
where you from now?
I'm from Louisiana.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So
now Louisiana ain't a town.
Right. Alexander.
Okay, all right. Go ahead. Just
you sure right. Just for the camera, I'm in an altered state. But yeah, I'm from Alexandria. Let me get that right from the week. So it's one of the smallest towns. So acting is not nothing that we really just geared to. So as you said, it's just something that naturally come on. Like far as when it comes to improv or writing, I do that well, man. And and I'm doing it all, you know what I'm saying, for fun, but I notice when I always do it with passion. Right. You know what I'm saying? And I commit to whatever it is. Right, whether it's writing or coming up with something. Like creative stories when I was in school, the teachers, how did you come up with this? Yeah. And I'm like, man, I just wrote down what came to my head and just formulated. But yeah. It's one of them things. Man, I thought about it. I should.
Yeah, it's not too late. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's the great thing about this business, man. You can jump in this shit at any time. At any age. It don't matter. Right. And do that shit until them motherfuckers is rolling you out.
Cecily Tyson.
You know what I'm saying?
95.
Still acting.
Sam didn't start until he was like what? Sam Jackson.
What he been doing?
Oh, Sam started ever since he was in Morehouse.
Yeah, but it was later though.
No, it was later when he got recognized.
Yeah, when he got recognized.
But he was always hustling. And it's funny, and now y'all probably noticed that Sam Jackson was Bill Cosby stand-in on the Cosby Show.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he was his stand-in. That was like his little.
They need stand-ins for Bill.
Yeah, man, shit. Bill don't want to be standing around adjusting lights and mics and shit. Bill was back there smoking cigars and doping bitches up. He ain't had time for that. He said, Sam, get your ass out there and check the mics for me, goddamn.
Right.
And here go a pudding pop. So, and then he was doing that when he first did Not what's the one with Joe Pesci? Goodfellas.
Okay.
He was still working at. I was about to say Tyler Perry. He was still working on the Cosby Show.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So, and that's funny because I kind of patterned myself after Sam Jackson. Like auditions, I don't turn shit down.
Right.
I don't care what it is.
Yeah.
I'll do any audition that you send.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna play any part that you got. I don't turn shit down, but my motherfucking collar.
Yeah.
So and it gives me an opportunity to be a little bit diverse on different roles and different stuff that I get to do. So
makes you more dangerous.
Yeah, man. Yeah, cause now one thing I did not do, and I'm still, and that's just me. I don't play gay characters.
Gotcha.
For me, I got grown sons.
Yeah.
So that's not and I don't have anything against gay folks, but I can't, because when you're acting, you have to be in that moment, and that's a moment that I have not been able to capture. So that and like pedophiles,
man, I don't
because
roles like that,
dude. Because in our community, motherfuckers be like, he playing that role too good.
Yeah,
there's
right.
smoke, there's fire.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
I stay away from them kind of roles just because, as black men, we don't have enough TV time or history on TV to start exploring like white folks do.
And then once if your first big role is you playing a gay guy, that's all you.
And that kind of try to stick you with that. Like the dude from P Valley.
Yeah.
That nigga is killing that role.
Yeah.
I thought he was gay.
Yeah.
He was like, no. And Michael, what's Michael's name with the scar?
Yeah, from The Wire.
I was just thinking about him.
Yeah.
Charlamagne was asking him. He was like, man, so how do you, get out of this character once you've been in it? He was asking him so, and he was like, sometimes, it's hard to, the way he alluded to, like,
right.
So it's natural for him now.
Right.
To where that acting, even though he may, and like I said, I'm like you, I'm all, hey, do what you want to do, it's all love. But if you're not, you're running the risk because you programming your mind.
Right.
And you have to convict to those, you have to commit.
Right.
Say to those scenes, and he said that. In so many words, like, it's hard. And we look and seen him on Lovecraft, it's like, okay, bro, this you.
Right.
This you at this point, what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because at this point, it's like, okay, you're very comfortable with it, which I'm glad. And, I commend him for being able to be bold enough to do that. Because, sometimes that could be a pigeonhole to your career. But he still played other roles where he didn't play gay. And he was like, that dude is a fucking beast.
Yeah.
He is a fucking beast. So, maybe one day I can get it up to do it, but
what's crazy though, and it's almost like a psychological thing about Hollywood. It's a lot of, what I'm saying, again, I call them my flamboyant brothers, what I'm saying, because I have a lot of respect for them. They more men than a lot of niggas out here. And we've seen that, but
real.
They also are actors as well. So why don't you get
them to
right? Why don't you get one of the respectable flamboyant brothers to come in and kill the role? He's gonna be more convicted to it. So you get a man that's weird. Hollywood weird, man.
I have no idea.
Hollywood.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
And there's plenty of gay men who would be able to come in and do these roles, and
not even blinking an eye,
without blinking an eye. So that's a good question, bro. I have no idea.
Right. That's why I tell. And see, and it brings to where you see a lot of the actors, because a lot of people. It gets to this thing where people think when you say something about it, you have disrespect for it. No, that is what it is. I mean, we in Atlanta. You do that, you probably won't be successful because it's somebody. It's a gatekeeper somewhere.
Exactly.
But
exactly.
It's like it's crazy just to see how Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? How they're doing. It's like, man, you're trying to change something over, but. A lot of actors, I know a lot of the old school actors, Denzel Washington, he said, hey, it was things I wasn't doing. Right. And he didn't say it in a disrespectful way, because a lot of people take it as, oh, he bashing. No, he just said, I'm not doing it, because it can be a pigeonhole. Right. I didn't know that. Yeah. Dude said, man, that can be a pigeonhole.
You got to be careful. Yeah. Like, it's just coming up, certain projects. I had a friend, she was just telling me, she regret doing she's booking, but she said she regrets doing a certain type of movies because now when they see that, they attach her to those type of projects.
Exactly, and that's what, and you know, as black actors, it's quick to get thrown into that box. You know, we don't necessarily always have the freedom as our counterparts do to try different roles and go out and know that, hey, that's just not me.
I can do something
I'm
else.
diverse.
Right.
I'm an actor. So,
cause like when they do like open calls, and I would look at the story now, it's like, nah, I'm not doing that.
yeah.
No, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that. Hey man, we want you to come. Nah, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it.
We want you to come. Now, all you gotta do is you're just gonna juggle his balls real quick. And that's it.
That's it. Just
That's
a little
gonna
bit.
be the extent of the game role.
That's it.
And, if you could do it like stress balls,
Yeah.
so we can get it from that back angle, man, it'd be good.
Right.
So let me tell you. So I had the very movie I worked with him on. We talk about Michael. We gotta find Michael. What's Michael's last name? Can we Google that?
Man, let's
So
see.
because I can call the man name.
Yeah, I forgot his name.
And I
I
just
call
saw
him Omar.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I call him. I always call him Omar.
Yeah.
You know, because that was from the what that was on.
The Wire.
He was on Omar on the Wire.
Yeah,
Then on what else was he? He was on Oz, right? Did he do Oz?
No, he didn't do Oz.
Nah,
He
that was
didn't
at
do
B. I know you talking about Michael K. Williams.
Yeah,
Michael K.
okay,
Williams.
Okay.
Yes, Michael K. Williams. So I was in a movie with him called Bessie with Queen Latifah.
Uh-huh.
Now, this is an interesting story because I wasn't supposed to book that. A guy that I knew had booked the role, but he got locked up in Macon. So I was the alternative or the alternate. So I didn't know what I had auditioned for like months ago. So I didn't know what it was until I got there, and I had the size and had to kind of catch up on the lines. But my character was. It's the first scene, it's the opening scene in Bessie. And my character is trying to take some pussy from Queen Latifah. And, you know, dude, I've never met Queen Latifah before, and this is probably like one of my first major gigs and projects. And so they like rushing because it's already
Right.
All right, so, hey, the director name was D. Ray's. All right, Swift, so what you're going to do in this scene is you and Queen are making out, and you're just gonna go ahead and take it, kind of almost like you're trying to rape her. All right, here we go. Scene starts in 5, 4. They didn't even have
Run through. What you comfortable with? Yeah.
We didn't have no check-in or nothing. I didn't have a chance to sit down with Queen Latifah and be like, hey, is it alright if I grab what can I grab and when I can't grab? So I'm nervous as fuck. So I'm kind of like, I'm not touching her breast. Like, I'm glazing over. I don't know how the hell you glazing over somebody's breast and still, you know, and then...
Respectfully.
I'm being respectful.
Respectfully gracing her.
So she coming back, cut. Look, you've got to make it believable. Rape, you know how to rape? I'm like,
No,
I don't.
See, that's where it gets sick.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
So you're gonna take it. Let's try it again. So they setting up from a different angle. So like me and Queen like holding each other while they're setting the thing up. And yo, she looks at me, and she said, "You know what, Swift?" I said, "What?" She said, "In these next couple of takes, I want you to take this pussy." Yo, now she's this far from my face, and I said,
Right.
"What you say?"
That's Khadijah.
She said, and she said it again, just as plain, and looked me dead in my eyes and said it. She said, "For these next couple of takes, I want you to take this pussy."
Right.
And let me tell you something about that move right there. That's what I was talking about, being giving in the scene. She knew that I was not comfortable doing that.
And she knew why. Exactly.
So she gave me permission.
Right.
Nigga, I'll take some pussy if I get permission.
Right, yeah.
You know, it's that little, you know.
Yeah.
That
you open the doors.
Yeah.
Right. We fucking.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Is it cool? I'm a little rough now. Yes, it's cool.
I'm okay. I can take it.
And when she said that, boy, they was like, cut. Don't put any hickeys on the neck. Because, you know, she had a CoverGirl contract.
Oh, right.
So it was, dude, that one scene took 12 hours.
12 hours.
For that one scene.
But you know, that could be a very awkward situation.
It
you know,
was.
again, but for her to come through it. You know,
She
like,
did,
hey, look, we
man.
need to get some work done, but look, this is what it is.
Right.
Be comfortable about this.
Exactly.
You know.
And I was so thankful for it because after that, you know, I came out of the shell and we were able, shit, man, I was lifting up, throwing up against the wall, the whole nine. Okay, that's all I need.
I'm really in the character.
Yeah. It's like, I think we got it. So you sure?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Because I got a few more takes in me.
Right.
So, and she was just, oh my God, Queen Latifah is just the sweetest woman in the world.
Let's set it off.
Yes, man. And they's like, but I thought she was gay. She wasn't that.
Not day. She's an artist.
Yeah, she's an artist.
Yeah.
So, I had a good time.
So great. As far as like doing commercials, how does that go for you? Because you've done a couple of them now.
I love them.
Yeah.
Commercials pay, B.
Yeah.
Commercials pay, man. I did a Converse commercial, and like I was the main dude in it, and I got my check, right? And I was like, all right, cool. And it was a SAG.
Yeah.
And when them next series of checks came out, I was like, oh shit! Went back to the oh shit! Motherfuckers was getting bigger each and every time.
Yeah.
I was like, yes. Man, them commercials set you up, dude. Like, like the girl who is doing Flow.
Yeah.
For Progressive.
Oh yeah, she paid.
I remember I said that to somebody the other day. I said, I know she getting paid.
And she's an improviser from the Groundlings out in California.
Yeah. Big one.
Yeah.
Big one.
So I told somebody, just get in where you fit in.
Man, just get in.
I know she's a multi-millionaire.
Oh, a few times over.
Right.
And then she dab. She at this point she might have creative control.
Right.
Of a commercial at this point.
Or of that character at the very least.
Yeah.
Because I know they doing merchandising and all of that with it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So.
And then she'll dabble into small projects here and there. You see, so it's like.
I'm pretty sure because if she's part of the Groundlings, they always got some sort of project or something going on out there. So yeah. That's dope.
That's what's up. Yeah, man, cause it's different, man. But because that scene with Queen could have went a whole different way. She could have been a straight asshole
and just like soured me on the business altogether. It was one of those things like, okay, I'm in the right spot.
Yeah.
And then I truly believe the type of person you are, you're going to attract that type of stuff into your life. You're going to attract the people who are going to be generous with you. You're going to attract those type of opportunities that are just fit for you. So, you know, and I still have to tell myself this when I'm waiting on auditions and, you know, callbacks and all of that, that no matter whatever's for you is coming to you. God got it sent on a package that can't nobody stop, get to, or interrupt. When it's for you, it's coming. All you have to do is just be patient and be prepared. Because that's generally what the universe is waiting for you to do, is just make sure that we got it. It's waiting.
Right.
What are you doing?
It's usually us.
It's usually us.
Lack of energy and limitation.
Exactly. Exactly. You know, because and one of the questions that you had asked me, did I feel like having a family kind of not necessarily hold me back, but was it difficult trying to do the two? And it was. Hence the reason I'm divorced. So it was like I'm missing something, because this is the time when I was doing stand up, and I flew down to New Orleans. We was doing I forgot the name of that theater downtown New Orleans, but we was doing Comic View, this show called Comic View. Yeah. And dude, I wasn't even on the show. I was just trying to get on as an alternate. Right. Flew all the way down there, didn't even get on, and missed my son's birthday. Came back, one of my wise friends from the job in the house putting up streamers. What this nigga doing in here? I don't give a fuck. Right. This would be a streamless house. He don't need it. Yeah. Only 3. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's a big sacrifice, man. Even now, like, and then especially, you know, I have somebody who's in the business. Yes. And, you know, being gone 9-8 months at a time on a project, or I'm gone, or, you know, just being in the business itself, man. It's very, it's a challenge, man.
Then when she come home, you gotta go do something.
Right. Like right now, you know, I came to do this, and you know, she's trying to catch up. And then like I'm in a writing room for this feature.
Gotcha.
And we were going up to LJ to do a retreat. Mm-hmm. Excuse me. And I pushed it back. Well, I didn't go. Well, I'm not going because this is the first time I got my lady. I was about to say my girl. My lady and my daughter all here at one time for us to go somewhere
and do something.
Yeah, because you know my daughter, she's out working. She's in the and she.
Yeah.
So she just getting back from town. Andrea's here. And we're all here. It's like a perfect storm. So
make it happen.
I'm not gonna really put the business ahead like that because I used to do it all the time without question, without fail. And then I'm realizing, man, that in the interim, I still have to live life. I still have to maintain a standard and a quality of life, and family is very important. It's very because the game really doesn't mean shit to me without my family to share it with. So all the stuff that I'm doing, I want to have my family included in it, and if that's not it, then you know I'm just kind of like, yeah, I'll still do it, but after you get done doing it, you go home. It's like, right?
Because I tell people now what they've kind of made normal is, I say this all the time. You can't replace solid and genuine people. They're not replaceable. So if you postpone people who actually support you, you tripping. You tripping. Yeah.
So, but I did call my writing team and let them know, and you know I apologize. As a matter of fact, they was going up there anyway. They was just inviting me along because I just kind of got added onto it, and they was just inviting me along because they want us to hurry up and kind of get the script. But I told them that I'll keep up my work share, but I'm spending time with my lady and my daughter, my kids, man.
That's what's important.
I love my kids, man.
That's important.
And what what I like more, my kids like hanging with me. Now all my kids are grown.
Right. But still, for them to that's not normal these days.
Dude, that's not normal. And,
that's not normal these days.
My kids say, yo, let's go to the beach real quick, man. Shit.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This business I could do when I get back, or I can do it while I'm away, or I'll just prep myself for it. Yeah. But, because, dude, just like improv, man, these moments, man, you don't get these moments a lot.
You don't.
Man, we got to stop assuming that we get these days are guaranteed to us. Because they not.
They're not.
And, man, I'm not going to be, I don't want to have to say, I missed another moment with my kids because I was out trying to pursue this. I feel like if this is something that's for me,
it's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen, and I don't have to sacrifice that. Now I know that there's sacrifices for everything,
but not that.
But I'm not willing to anymore because I did before, and to me it wasn't worth it.
I think that's what dawns upon a lot of people because I don't care what you do. One thing about the whole American dream, once you drop that seeding that it puts into you, it has you to where go get it. And you don't live.
Right.
Or you have to go get it and you're not able to live.
Exactly.
It's too right. It's like, damn,
Because I had a good friend, Ron. Ron was wealthy. When I say Ron owned land, he owned acres. Like when you on the highway and you see that, he owned stuff like that. Ron didn't ever really spend time with his kids. He was 50 years old, colon cancer, gone. And then during that last little phase, you could see like he just realized that none of the shit that he was chasing mattered.
Right.
Because he didn't have anybody around him that was there.
And the thing about goals, the story of the Greyhound?
What is it?
So, the Greyhound, like the Greyhounds that they race down there in Florida.
Right.
So they have like this electric rabbit that comes out of the little box and all the Greyhounds are chasing after it. So once the Greyhound ever captures the rabbit, he doesn't race anymore. It's no good for him. Right. He's.
I can catch him now.
I can catch him now. Right. So the goal is met. Right. So the thing is not to necessarily shoot for goals or have a goal be your end all be all. Because once you hit the goal, then you kind of hitting the wall. The thing is to fall in love with the process to get the goal.
Right. The journey.
Mm-hmm. Falling in love with the journey and the process is the best thing to do, because once you get to the goal and you've done the process and you've done the journey, it's like, all right, cool.
That's it.
What's our next journey?
Right.
And then it doesn't become about the
reward or all that. Yeah.
It comes about the journey.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
We actually can get this done.
Exactly.
So how do we go through the process? Yeah. That's
Exactly.
Because I always say, okay, you get money. It's kind of like this with basketball players. You see guys get money, and some guys they get better. And some guys get money, they like, shit, I ain't playing no more. I ain't practicing no more. Well,
That's it.
I got paid. No,
I'm here.
I'm in the league.
I'm here. So where do you go from there? And you just have to, and everybody's always about being goal oriented, and which I was too. But I think now I'm starting to fall in love with the process.
So I say love and the peace of mind is always my goal. Always. I could do this all day. I could act all day. I could spend time with my family. Cool. Anything else, like going to work, I don't care if you was paying me $200,000. If I hate the job, I'm gonna be like, man, fuck this shit.
The job ain't gonna mean nothing to you, man. You gotta have something that has meaning, something that makes you want to get up out of bed and be like, oh, yeah.
It'd be the smallest thing. Man, they told me to bring tissue to work, man. I quit on them.
Man, fuck the dumb shit.
Yeah.
Nigga, how you get fired moving tissue?
Yeah, man. But who are your top 5 comedians or comedic artists, improvers?
My top 5. I'm going to say Alan Arkin.
Okay, yeah.
Alan Arkin's old school improv. Started in New York. I'm definitely going to say all the cats from In Living Color, particularly David Alan Grier.
Yeah.
Dude, David Alan Grier is a beast.
Yeah, he is.
No, dude, a fucking beast and a professional. I did a movie called They Shot Tyrone. They Cloned Tyrone. And David Allen, it stars David Alan Grier, Jamie Foxx, John Boyega, and Tiana. I forgot the girl who was in WandaVision, black chick, beautiful girl. I can't remember my name.
Tiana Paris.
Tiana Paris, thank you. And when David Alan Grier had to feed his lines to Jamie off camera,
still
he was acting just as if the camera was on him.
Right.
For almost 10 takes.
Just over and over.
Over and over. The same exact way with the same energy.
Yeah.
I was like,
I gotta do it.
Dude, I'm not doing enough. And this is these dudes been in the game.
Right.
Jamie Foxx, he running around playing the piano. It's 3:00 in the morning. You know, it's a night shoot. He up there playing the piano, doing stand up for the extras, keeping everybody energy up. You know, and I realized that's what it's about being a star of a movie. It's not about
sitting in your trailer
and getting all of this done. It's about making sure that this project is being done well, everybody is being treated well, so that the energy is good. So if the energy is good here, it's going to be good out there.
Correct.
And dude, I was just, and those are like the little moments you really be thankful for, like seeing really good people work. That you've watched growing up, and now you have an opportunity to work with them,
and see them in the flesh.
Yeah, and then learn from them, man. It was a blessing.
Because I always say this, it's not always about necessarily the materialistic accomplishment. Sometimes it's your name, the respect that your name carries. Because it'd be something like, oh, that's Lewis project. Oh, for real? Okay, I'm there.
Right.
I don't have to think about, well, how much they paying? It's all Lewis though. I know it's gonna be good. Swift gonna be there. It's gonna be good.
It's gonna be dope.
Yeah.
And then you hear about another such and such.
Oh, they paying good.
How much they paying? I'll do it.
All right, I'm gonna go in.
I'll go in for that shit. But fuck the other stuff.
Yeah, man. But it's been real, man. We really appreciate you coming on, man.
Thank y'all so much, man. This is y'all brothers. Let me tell you something. When you said I could come on the show after I had kind of asked y'all like 80 times.
No. Oh, no.
I wanted to, like, I had already saw like what you telling me, like the little clips, and then I just went back and I saw all y'all guests in here, man, and y'all have had like an eclectic amount of guests that you would just like the dudes I was telling you about that do the homeless. That be helping out the homeless.
Yeah, right.
And man, them niggas was so motherfucking like goddamn shawty, goddamn them niggas need clothes, shawty. Goddamn, hungry, goddamn. Man, we got to get out here and feed folk, goddamn. I was like, damn. Yeah. And man, that was so beautiful to see that contrast. Because when you hear a dude talk like that, you like, man, this nigga he trying to rob somebody.
Yeah. And you see what he doing.
And see what he doing.
Exactly.
And then old girl who's the hygienist, like she was like, and I make the gold. Y'all are really doing well, and I'm so proud of y'all. So please keep this up. Please keep this up. And I know this is going everywhere.
Yeah. And Dream, we looking for you.
Yes. I told her about it, and and Dream does not mind doing it, especially for a paying fam.
Yeah.
She'll do it.
Yeah.
The next time she's in town, I'll let you know, and I'll get her to come through.
Any closing remarks?
I don't have anything, man.
I got you.
Yeah.
All right, I got one. The easiest way to lose or get behind in life is to try pleasing people. You don't voice your opinion because you don't want to ruffle feathers. Newsflash, people have a problem with you whether you're broke, rich, super successful, complacent, or an overachiever. So best to do what's best for you. All right, then.
I.e. Tyler Perry.
Right.
Yes. Oh man, that was fortuitous. That slogan we talked about TP.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I like the whole vibe in this motherfucker.
Yeah. All right, man.
Get it? When you're out here moving, make sure that you're doing you. You're only born to do one thing.